Guys, it's Katie from Without a Crystal Ball. While you guys are all waiting for a new president to be announced, I learned that Jim Bob Duggar's second oldest daughter, Jill Dillard, has a new money-making venture. But before we talk about what she's going to do next, I am Katie Joy. I'm joyfully unavailable. And if you like this video, please give this a thumbs up. Also, do me a favor, and if you love my content, become a subscriber by clicking here. You can also become a member over here if you want to help support the channel. And turn those notifications on if you want to know when I go live. Okay, we haven't talked about Jill Dillard or Derick Dillard in a hot minute since they did their whole expose with People magazine. This actually happened about 2 weeks ago when Jill Dillard, formerly Duggar, second oldest daughter of Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar, did some spilling of all kinds of details about why she decided to leave the show Counting On and her conservative family. She had mentioned in this article with People magazine that she made the decision to leave after she had become more concerned that she was not able to have full control of her life. She didn't want to be able to, she wanted more freedom. She wanted to be able to do what she wanted to do, go where she wanted to go, wear what she wanted to wear, and not have to worry so much about what mom and dad wanted. So in the article, she talked about all the different ways she has changed her views, some which are still the same, others have not, but she has said that she has distanced herself from her family. On social media, she's been seen quite a bit more with Jessa, who tends to be Jessa Blessa, sort of that family mediator that loves to sort of come on in and sort of help bridge some of these gaps. Now, Jessa had her birthday a couple days ago, and the Duggars did a Jessa Blessa message to her. But interestingly, Jill and Derick had mentioned in one of their Q&As that they had different methods in which they were making money, one of which they said was their blog, their YouTube channel, sponsored content, and now they can add another item to the list. Derick Dillard is currently in his third year of law school, and he's actually preparing to sit for the bar this summer and will hopefully become an attorney. But being in school and having to afford a family of 3, because of his wife, his two boys, all of that together, these two have had to come out with some crafty ways of making money. He does some Grubhubbing where he delivers food for people who order it online. And these two have entered into the world of Cameo. Now, they won't be the first Duggars to do Cameo. Ginger actually has her own Cameo account. Jill actually just set hers up yesterday and announced on Instagram that she will be allowing people to buy shout outs from her. Check it out.
Hey guys, just wanted to let y'all know that I just joined Cameo, so if you want any shout outs or anything like that, swipe up and it'll take you straight there.
Now, when I went over to the Cameo and I swiped up like she suggested, I noticed something pretty interesting. Right off the bat, she is charging $79 for a shout out. Check out what she says to entice you to buy a Cameo from her.
Hey guys, it's Jill Dillard and I'm just joining Cameo and I'm excited to give some shout outs to people, your loved ones, whoever, for holidays, birthdays. So yeah, excited to hear from y'all.
Okay, so she will send you a message for $79 and you can get all kinds of whatever, birthdays, shout outs, loving things, you know, if you need some encouragement. Typically how Cameo would suggest that you do this when they work with influencers is they suggest a lower starting point for your price. $79 is kind of high to start considering that other reality TV people like Mama June and even like Janelle from Sister Wives started more at the $30 price point. This doesn't mean that she won't be successful. It just means that she may have put a price that'll be too high so that she won't get as much volume. This could also be so that she doesn't have to do as many. So Cameo typically will tell an influencer that you should set a lower price point so that you can build up people and entice them to buy messages from you. But if you don't have as much availability and you don't have the time to do Cameo messages, you might start at a higher price point simply because you don't have the time or the resources to make as many Cameos as you need. Cameo does have a requirement of a couple days that you have to respond by. I can't remember the total, so don't quote me on that. Anyway, I have no doubt there will be plenty of fans that will pay for these cameos. Not only can you get a cameo from Jill, but you can also get one from Derick. Derick enters the cameo. Check out his message here.
Hey everybody, Derick and Jill Dillard here. We are happy
Derek's
to
account.
join
I just happened to be tagging
Cameo.
along.
This is mine. If you want Jill, you can refer to her, but this is mine. So if you want me to reach out, do the Cameo thing, happy birthday, any kind of message, would love to hear from you. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Now, Derick's message is a little bit awkward, and I will say this. I would say he's starting at a more reasonable price point, but I still think it's kind of high. I want to be sort of cautious here and a little bit gentle here, but Derick Dillard is not the most well-liked. I feel like he's getting better liked. Like, back in 2017, he made these terrible statements on his Twitter account about a number of different topics, things that many people have never forgiven him for. Even so, he still has not lived that down, and he still, along with Jill, have made some comments that have again upset people only a few weeks ago. So starting at $50 for him might be higher than I would think is reasonable, but again, maybe he's starting at a higher price point because he doesn't have the time. He's a busy dad, he's in law school full time, I believe he has a part-time job, and he has to be at home with his kids and his wife. So is it that they're pricing these this high because they are simply too busy, or do you think it's a reasonable price for them to charge? Now, Ginger Duggar, her younger sister, she had a cameo at one point in time. It looks like she's put this on hold, and I'm guessing it's because she has a new baby coming up on the way. But even Ginger, when she was doing videos, was only charging $60. Here's a clip of Ginger.
Hey Emily, it's Ginger and Felicity Volo here from Counting On. Hi. I hear that you are a big fan of the show. Hi. Felicity's biggest fan, maybe. Hi. Say hi, Emily. Hi. Say how are you? How are you? Can you tell her happy birthday? I tell you. So I'm sorry to hear that in this season. Sorry to hear that in this season you're not able to celebrate your birthday with...
To give you sort of a comparison point, Janelle Brown, who's from Sister Wives, who has a show that's maybe, if not more popular than Counting On, she only charges her fans $30 for a shout out. She might be doing this because she has more time and she can do a higher number of volumes, but 30 seems like a reasonable amount for a cameo. Now, Jeremy Vulo, he charges only $40. So Ginger's husband, he charges $10 less than Derick. And I think Jeremy, even with his sort of assertiveness, and sometimes people believe he's a little bit arrogant, I still find him a tiny bit more likable than Derick, at least to fans. So his price point is a little bit less, and he also has a 5-star review. And I think that's it for the Duggars that are on Cameo. So what do you think about Jill starting at $79 for a cameo? Is that reasonable? Do you think she's doing it because she doesn't have the time? Do you think she's doing it because she thinks it's worth it? Or do you think she just doesn't understand how to price her cameos? And if you think it's a fair price, do you think you would buy one from her? And how much do you think you would get from her? Cameos can be anywhere from 1 minute to 2 minutes. Now, some celebrities do not like to do cameos at all. In fact, I spoke with Amy Duggar King at one point about Cameo, and she was adamant that she would never do a cameo because she didn't feel comfortable asking people for money to say hi to them. Now, this is an option a lot of influencers take in order to make extra cash. Have you ever used Cameo? What are your thoughts about it? Have you had a good experience with it? I've never actually used Cameo, nor have I actually purchased a Cameo. At one point, I thought about starting a Cameo and did start one, but I never really followed through with it because it just seemed like, I don't know, I just wasn't with it, you know what I mean? But for Jill and Derick, obviously, with having different streams of income needed, do you think this will be successful for them? And how do you think the response will be from fans? Tell me what your thoughts are in the comments below. Bye, guys.